the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
To throw on 2nd down, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Lucky 56.
They keep it with Penny on first down. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Penny. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, They'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Murray eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The pitch goes to Penny. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Murray, he's going to look deep for one. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On 1st and 10, Murray flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. From the gun, Murray. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Murray now. This will be caught just inside the 10. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They get it to him running left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, their way, not getting done with the...
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled by Jordan Willis. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Second down, Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Detroit! Detroit!
A first down throw from Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Leopard! All right, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Mayfield. Now he'll escape to his left. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jonathan Allen able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Detroit!
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
He's going to get it running right. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. The return man is Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Murray going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
4 down, 4 down. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
319.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
4 down.
Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Houston. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
All right, here we go.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Browns add on to their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there, 75 yards, and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play fake. Mayfield. Now he's forced out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Mayfield now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. first down, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw on 2nd down. Murray escaping the pressure right. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's complete to Grant. Oh, what a juke into space. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7th. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. In for the score. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Penny. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Penny. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
4 down.
Here's a give to Penny. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He needed 2. He got 1. And that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here comes Grant on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Off the play fake. Murray rolling to his right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off play action. Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Over.
On 3rd and 2, Murray steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Murray with a nice move. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Looking to throw. Murray forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Able to get there and pick it.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in the game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They begin with a run by Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more...